What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building. I wanted to come in with part two of the Monique discussion, with her trying to get more money, from Netflix. Remember, they had offered her the $500,000, and it's came out. You guys probably have seen over the last couple of days that Wanda Sykes came out and said pretty much they did the same thing to her. They lowballed her the same way they did Monique, except they offered her $250,000, and whereas they offered Monique the $500,000, and that was very interesting to me, and I don't know how you guys feel, but it really confirmed that we really need to have this conversation, because before then, a lot of you guys was out in the world saying, oh, well, Monique has never crossed over to the white audience. Why does she need to cross over? Why do we have to keep being this perfect person for white people? Why do we have to be who they want us to be? It's like we're nothing until they know who we are. Do we know who we are? Some of you guys, y'all was coning. Some of you black people, you were coning. You was sitting up here acting as if, oh, well, she ain't been out in a while, and it's been a while since Precious. None of that fucking matters. Listen, let me tell y'all something like this. Most of y'all is looking at it like this. You got the perspective that if they're not working all the time, then they ain't shit to you. So if they're not out in the world and they're not popular all the time and they're not in your face, and then you'll be quick to say, oh, well, business is business. Business is business. This isn't a racial issue. How do you know that? How do you know that? Y'all sitting up here saying that Amy Schumer just deserves all these millions. They ain't even offer Monique $1 million. You know what I'm saying? She just gets all the millions. Off of what? Off of what kind of career? Monique and Wanda Sykes. Monique said they've been in comedy, over 50 years? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's collectively, and I don't know if that's separately, but I know Monique and Wanda Sykes, they've both been in the comedy business for some years. Not with an S on the end, with a Z, for some years. They way longer than Amy Schumer. And she just comes in and gets over $1 million something dollars. Not over $1 million. What? 13 million? Because 11 plus the 2, that's 13 million. So she just comes in all new and shit, and she's supposed to just get what she want off the top. And Monique gotta beg and scrape and, and then everybody is, oh, well, she's not relevant right now. Don't nobody care about her. And look at all she done said and did to Oprah, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels. Y'all need to stop putting all these people on the pedestal because you don't know them. You just know their work. And I will say this. I am a fan of all three of those people. And just because Monique has issues with them, I'm not going to sit up here and overly criticize them. I don't do that. Monique says she had her experience with them, and that's her experience with them. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, she just mad. Oh, I do feel like maybe they wanted her to overly promote that movie Precious for free. I believe they asked her to do that. I like all of them, but can I see all of them trying to get her to do that? Yes. Because that's what that business does. They feel like, oh, well, we own you now, so you need to run and jump and do everything we want you to do. It's like a lot of jobs out here, where they think you are a slave to them. They do. A lot of them do. A lot of people are like that. They think that you are to be their personal slave. And as soon as you don't say or do whatever they want you to do, they make you out into the bad guy. Now, I don't agree with how Monique did well, you could suck my dick and all. I didn't agree with all that because I didn't feel like she need to say all of that. But if she need to address Oprah, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, then so be it. If she needs to address this racial and gender issues we're having with Netflix or in Hollywood in general, then so be it. We need to have the fucking conversation. We need to motherfucking have it. I'm sick of black people out here. They're so scared. So they will use any little thing to deflect off of this issue. And the main one that I see is, the main thing that people will say is, oh, well, she's not relevant no more. Like I said in my other videos. So because Michael Jordan doesn't play basketball anymore, he's not relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that? Because O.J. Simpson doesn't play football anymore, he's not relevant. And I know y'all gonna be like, well, he a fucking criminal. But still, O.J. Simpson is still O.J. Simpson that played football. You know what I'm saying? So just because Michael Jackson died, it means he's not relevant anymore because he's not physically around. Don't motherfuckers still play Thriller? Don't motherfuckers, Prince ain't here no more. Don't motherfuckers still listen to Prince? I mean, so what are we saying when people are not shining and then you may say, well, Brandy, you know, she ain't have no movie out. She ain't had this. Our point is this. We're not saying that her life and career has been perfect. Nobody is hot all the time, y'all. It seems like people are hot all the time, but they're not. Okay? They're not. Ain't nobody perfect and hot and everything going good for them. Like, even some of the motherfucking moguls, they struggled. Went through bankruptcies and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, what are we saying? Because you don't have a movie out, Monique, because you not cool with Oprah, Tyler, and Lee, you ain't shit, Monique. And don't you dare ask for what you need. Even motherfucking Jada Pinkett came out and spoke on this motherfucking issue. Even Jada came out and saying, you know what, you may not agree with the tone and the way in which Monique is saying what she's saying about Netflix, you know, about there being, you know, some racial discrimination and some gender discrimination. You know what I'm saying? You may not agree with it, but that don't mean we don't need to discuss it. You know, so yeah, it's a lot of black people out in the world that just wants everybody to shut up and play the little slave that they play every day. But no, you know what I'm saying? But no, we don't need to do that. We need to have conversations about pay. And this shit is not just about Hollywood, you guys. Open your fucking eyes up. This is about real life. A lot of us black people, we do a lot. We work our butts off. You know what I'm saying? And we deserve to be paid our fair share. Whether it's a woman taking the same position as a man, that man shouldn't get more because he's a man. It should be equal. Should no white person get more than no black person because they're white? That's not right. You know, so I think this is just a general conversation that we can have no matter. You don't have to be fucking rich to have this conversation. You don't have to be fucking Monique and have her career or her money or status or power. You don't have to be who Monique is. You could be the basic Jane that works 9 to 5. And we could still have this type of dialogue because everybody matters. No matter your motherfucking income, you matter. You are here and you deserve nothing but the best for you and your family. Nothing but the best. So I think it's too much of status and, you know, oh, well, you got to think about how Hollywood looks at things. You know, you got to think about the bigger picture. You know, people were blowing up Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. And I forgot, motherfucking Dave Chappelle took a long ass break. Even he turned down the motherfucking money because it was making him crazy. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to get real crazy in the head and shit, so, but even, I'm glad I brought Dave Chappelle up because that's my motherfucking point. Now, notice what I just said. He took a break, okay? He took a break. So wasn't he still Dave Chappelle when he came back? I mean, hell, he's still obviously making millions, right? So Dave Chappelle is still Dave Chappelle. It wasn't like, well, he fell off. And then I know it's going to be some people, well, he took jobs and he didn't do what Monique did. Okay, she's more vocal. But Monique is a motherfucking sister. And let me tell y'all something. If y'all you don't know Monique until you've been to her comedy show. You don't know her. You don't know her. Because if you go to her comedy show, it ain't shit that she's doing that you shocked by. It ain't shit that she's doing that you shocked by. Monique is a sister. Shit, the neck roll and, I'ma tell her like it is. It is what it is. I'ma educate people. I'ma help people. That's Monique. That's the essence of who she is. So, okay, you don't like the delivery, but we're still going to have this motherfucking conversation. And I actually liked how she said what she said. The main thing I did disagree with Monique was, I don't think anybody needs to boycott Netflix. Because yes, this situation is very serious, but I wouldn't tell people to do that because I don't feel like you can make people do stuff. People, if they like certain shows on there, they go keep watching it. And I'm that type of person where I feel how I feel on stuff, but it ain't up to me to control you. Boycotting Netflix, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they're going to eventually get their shit together. I do feel like that because it's just so much. It's going to make them, I don't know. It's like it's going to bring so much attention to them to the point where maybe they ain't gonna have no choice. They ain't gonna have no choice but to address this. But yeah, we gonna have the conversation, whether some of you motherfuckers want to hear it or not. But yeah, I don't feel like anybody should boycott Netflix. I do disagree with telling people to do that because people aren't gonna. It's going to be like, well, Monique, that happened with you. I'm all for the black power, but that happened. It's your situation. So I don't want to miss out on my movies and my shows because, honey, I understand that. So I don't think anybody needs to do that. But it's a conversation that needs to be had, and I'm glad we're having it. I'm glad she was the one to bring it. I like how she brought it. I like how she talks really matter of fact about it. I love it. What I did disagree with was the telling whoever to suck her dick and all of that. Now that was a little bit too far. A little bit too far. But I think there was some anger and some hurt and some pain. So I'm not going to take Monique's experience from her because I've been there. And I would never, it's the worst thing in the world to talk somebody out of their motherfucking feelings. And y'all know what I'm talking about. If you ever been abused, disrespected, used, and let's say you feel real bad about it, you want to cry, cuss somebody out, and somebody tell you, you need to be the bigger person. You shouldn't let that get to you. You need to just keep that in. That ain't the way you should go about doing it. Don't do it. Like, if somebody does all that to you, it just makes you even more hurt and sad. So I'm the type of person where I'm just human like that, y'all. I just get certain shit. So yes, she was wrong in her delivery of, addressing those people, but she was hurt. I already know what it is. She was really hurt and disappointed. And people kept saying, well, how you gonna talk about Oprah like that? Oprah gonna be our president. I don't know about all that, y'all. I don't see Oprah trying to be damn president. She wants a peaceful life, and that would fuck up her peace. Trust me. But I will say this, people kept going on and on how perfect Oprah is. And it's like, you don't fucking know Oprah. And like I said, you guys, I really do like Oprah. Her as a businesswoman, and, I like the essence of who she is and who she's become. I have noticed a few things about your ass, Oprah. When I watched I don't know if y'all watch the OWN channel, and I'm very much so into that, and the spiritual teachers. I love that. But when Oprah interviews people, she has a tendency to talk over their ass, and she's answering for them. And y'all don't know how many motherfucking times I'd have been on the motherfucking internet, and I'd have seen that motherfucking Oprah just talking over people, taking over the motherfucking interview. And then I go down in the comment section, people's like, Oprah, shut the fuck up. Damn, why you doing that? Let the guests talk, so Oprah ain't perfect, But then who else got thrown in the mix? Sheryl Underwood. I was just watching her little clip on the talk, and people tried to really pump that up. Like Sheryl really said anything. She didn't say too much or nothing. But where I disagree with her is I feel like she should kind of just be quiet, because I feel like I don't know, something about Sheryl Underwood that seems like she would tap dance for white people. It's something about her. I don't know. Ever since she got on that show, it's just something about her. It's kind of like she's trying to fit in with them. So I don't know if I truly trust her opinion like that, if I'm honest, But she didn't say too much of nothing. She was just saying that, well, I just feel that Monique needs to make it right with Tyler and Lee and Oprah. Why does she need to make it right? I agree what she said was wrong, but that don't mean you need to always make things right with people. Maybe they fucked up and you don't need to be bothered with them. Why it can't be like that? You know what I'm saying? I think people are very focused on how Monique is doing things as opposed to what she's doing. And I think that is distracting people from taking her seriously. Some people, though. But I get the motherfucking message. I don't give a fuck how you send that motherfucker. Brandy, go get it. But yeah, I think that's what's going on with people. It's like they're paying attention to how she's doing things. And it's like, well, I don't know. I can't take... you guys, honestly, there is no right or wrong way really to do this. That's Monique's way. Monique is a comedian. That's the essence of who she is. And, she just has her way of doing things, That's just who she is. Don't make it right. Don't make it wrong. I wouldn't do certain things the way that she did. But that's Monique. And, I try to let everybody be who they are and, have their own experience. So that's just how I feel about that. So, I don't know, you guys. How do you guys feel about this? Do you feel like, what was your reaction when you heard that Wanda Sykes got less than Monique, the $250,000? How did you feel about that? And that's interesting, because I would think that, and people were saying, well, Wanda Sykes, no, they were saying Monique has not crossed over. And I would look at Wanda Sykes as somebody that has crossed over in terms of, like everybody kind of liking her, all different type of people. And, I would look at her like that. So the fact that they gave her even less than Monique is a damn show slap in the face. Like, y'all really need to wake the hell up and see what the fuck is going on with this. Because the shit ain't right. And y'all know it ain't right. All right, y'all. That's pretty much what I got to say on that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will check you guys out later. You guys have a good night. Peace out.